Hello everybody, JGC Anime here, and today we are going to be reviewing Boku no Hero Academia Season 5, or My Hero Academia Season 5. Now, before I say anything else, I should probably say this will contain spoilers, probably for the previous seasons, so if you have not seen Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, or at least kind of seen my reviews on them, I'd recommend waiting and holding off on it until you have seen them, because there will be reveals and spoilers throughout this review, most likely, because I like talking about previous seasons when describing future seasons. But yeah, let's just hop right into this. So already starting off with the story summary, we'll be saying some spoilers for previous seasons. So as we know, things kind of just cooled down after Season 4, where after Eri was saved by the heroes, things are now more chill. Because they had the little festival, and now a lot more stuff is happening in this season, where in the first half, which we'll describe the second half in the spoiler section, the first half, now, Class 1A, I believe, versus Class either, is it 1B or 2A? I think it might be 2A or 3, I don't know. But the other class will be going against each other in this Battle Royale type thing, and that's how the first 12 episodes or so play out. Well, at least until the end. But yeah, that's where the story starts off, and let's just talk about what I like and dislike. So, honestly, the action seemed a little bit better this season. Wasn't the most amazing, phenomenal thing ever? No, it wasn't, but it was still pretty good. And while I definitely think that Season 1, despite its flaws and honestly not being that entertaining to me, I still liked its action. And while I haven't really found any show that makes me feel like the action is the thrill of the entire thing, that's a pretty big rarity for me. I think the last time it happened was when I watched Spirit Chronicles Episode 1. And it's a very rare occurrence. And I watched that episode like months ago. It's a pretty rare occurrence. Like, getting me excited for an action scene is a very difficult task. Also, because I actually really appreciate how fast the dub came out for this show. Usually the dub starts like 6-7 episodes in, but this one came out like less than 3 episodes in, which I could really appreciate, which I also understand because My Hero Academia is extremely popular, so making the dub come out faster would just make things better for My Hero Academia as a whole. Now, do I think everything in this season was fantastic? No. But there are a few things that actually give more positives than negatives. Like, there's a lot more positive in this season than the previous season. For one, the My Villain Academia arc is in here, and I'll explain about that in the spoiler section and my personal opinion on it. But yeah, so spoiler-free thoughts, I'd have to say that there's a lot of stuff I liked in this season. I didn't love every single aspect. I didn't think the whole thing was beyond fantastic, the best thing ever. But I did think it had a lot of interesting concepts and ideas that just made me more curious for Season 6, which I think they've already confirmed that a Season 6 is in the works. And there's also another movie, but I don't know if I'll review that or not, because it'll take a while for it to come out on DVD. But anyway, so I don't want to really spoil too much because there's a lot I want to talk about in the spoiler section, so I'm just going to jump into that. Here's a timestamp to when the spoiler section will be completed, but if you have seen Season 5 of My Hero Academia, I recommend sticking around to hear my full opinion. Anyway, that's all I have to say now, so let's just count up from 5 and start this spoiler section. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so beginning our discussion, we should probably talk about the Class 1A versus, I'm not sure if it's 1B or 2A. I'll just say Class 1B for now. Basically, it's actually really good in my opinion. I didn't love everything about it. For one, there were some pretty disappointing fights from time to time, but honestly, I still had a great time with this half. I know from what I heard on YouTube, a lot of people didn't like this one, but I like this storyline, but I liked it. I had a pretty good time. Did I feel like it dragged on for a little bit? Yeah, but I didn't hate it. I could roll with it, and if I hadn't tried watching it weekly, then I probably would have had a way better time, because after I stopped and just waited for the rest of the episodes to come out, it was way better. It was so much better. But yeah, this is definitely a show you should probably watch once it all comes out, because its weekly release is just painful to sit through. I don't know though, I still had a pretty good time, and I'm really glad that Class 1A won, because, they're our boys, so yeah, I'm really happy about that part, and I definitely say that this storyline was probably actually my favorite of the two that happened this season. Now, I'm not saying the second half is bad. That's the My Villain Academia arc. And I can actually admit, for the first time it's the first time I actually liked the League of Villains. While I definitely enjoyed the first half due to how much more fun it was, I guess, for me in general, I thought the My Villain Academia arc, since it did say My Villain Academia, I actually had a pretty good time. I thought the development of the villains was definitely interesting, and I had a lot of good moments that I really enjoyed in that half, especially with going over the backstory of the main villain, and it explained so much, and I had such a good time watching League of Villains this season. And I literally said to myself while watching, did the League of Villains actually just become good? Like, I was actually enjoying them this season. I can understand now that when fans said, oh, the League of Villains get better as time goes along, because I generally had a good time with the League of Villains in this half. They developed them a lot better and gave some pretty surprising reveals that if I didn't get them spoiled because people post clips on YouTube because they don't care about spoiling it for people who haven't seen it yet, I enjoyed it. I still had a pretty good time, and I definitely think that it's a pretty good season overall. Does it stand up there with probably, in my opinion, the best season of being season 2, which is only just a stretch because season 4's second half messed it up? I think it stood up pretty strongly up there. Would I say either storyline was better than the Aries storyline? No, I still think the Aries storyline is the best storyline for My Hero Academia. But I know we'll probably be going into way more serious territory in the next season, just judging by how they're building stuff up. So I am looking forward to seeing how that all works out. All in all, though, there were some good moments and some bad moments. The animation stayed pretty solid throughout, which amazed me because it's been like less than 1 or 2 year gap. So it just shows how much time and dedication is being put into My Hero Academia. Although it does make me kind of concerned about how far they can adapt it, since they started doing it in 24 episodes, which I very much appreciate. It definitely makes watching it a lot easier. It still does make it a lot harder to keep up because they're apparently closing in on the manga. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to seeing what happens in the future, and definitely think season 5, while not my favorite season of My Hero Academia, none of them really are. I'm not like my brother who obsesses over My Hero Academia. He's asked me every single time he's constantly asking for my account so that he can also watch the anime. He loves My Hero Academia so much. Me, I think it's fine. It's decent. To be fair, I'm the guy who likes SAO, so you can't really take my word for it. But overall, though, I still thought it was a pretty good season. I'm not gonna keep asking the same questions, but you get what I'm saying. I had a pretty good time. It's a decent season, and overall, it definitely hypes up a lot for what the next season has to come. So, we're at the conclusion now. And my final thoughts, it's decent. I can definitely say I had a pretty good time with season 5 of My Hero Academia. And the guy who looked like Doofenshmirtz in the second half, which it's not really a spoiler, I think it's a meme at this point, is definitely, it's a funny meme, but overall, I just definitely had a much better time with this season than some of them. Would I say it's the best thing I've ever seen? No. But I wouldn't say anything more than simply watch it yourselves to find out if you truly can enjoy it. And that's all I can really say at this point. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And I might as well just give the number now. I rate this season a 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty solid, and overall, it definitely fit as another season of My Hero Academia, and I welcome it into the library as like a build up towards what's to come. And yeah, that's all I really have to say now. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I try to upload these weekly. If I don't, then I clearly have something wrong going on at that time. But yeah, I thank you all for watching. And if you want to provide your own opinions in the comments, I'm welcome to hear it. I'm happy to hear what other people think and what their preferences are in terms of anime. But that's all I can really say for now. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all around. Peace!